Up your shaft.
Up your shaft. Welcome to another episode of Trek in the Valley, the non-encyclopedic Star Trek recap and rewatch podcast, where every week myself, sometimes standing-up comedian and writer Adam Ordall Quinnell gets together with my co-host with the mostest.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Al Hirt here. What's up?
Mr. Al Hirt, what is up out there? Indeed, we get together every week in an undisclosed location in the sunny San Fernando Valley, which is today the gloomy, gothic San Fernando Valley. The rain... Satan brought the rains to fight the fires last weekend, and lo, his bounty hath shone down upon us, and we're all safe for now. Not from like the existential threats to our democracy and shit, but like from the fires, we're good for seriously. Now. And so we talk about some kind of episode of something Star Trek.
Yes.
We started the podcast doing Star Trek, the original series. And then we've been doing we did the movies.
Yes.
Now we're doing Star Trek, the animated series.
And then we're going to do
Next Generation, when we're going to really fucking kick things off.
God. Those episodes are thick.
This has all just been a pilot, these first 100 and something episodes. So usually we talk about an episode of Star Trek. We do a recap. And then we recommend like some kind of non-Star Trek related media or music or video game, just to let you know that we're not just dorks that only fucking watch Star Trek. But before we get to that, we have our only themed segment on the show. What does Al remember? All right, what did we talk about last week? What was the episode title?
The Furthest Star? Or was that 2 weeks ago?
That was 2 weeks ago. Last week,
I'll give you a hint.
No, something was missing.
Oh, okay. Something was missing?
What would be missing?
What?
It's not something you or I would normally... This is the game, man. This is the game.
Okay. Something was missing.
One of our...
what valuable
planets?
Artifacts?
One of our planets was missing.
Oh, it was the planet killer. Yeah.
What?
And we were comparing it to the worm and stuff and all that.
Comparing when they did the worm.
No.
Yeah. What happened?
I remember one of the
segment
the
is
pilot was like, "Oh, hey, it's bigger than all these planets combined."
Yeah, they find a big cloud.
Yeah, it's a big cloud, and then that's right. Okay. So they see it eating planets, and then they're like, ah, shit, it's going to go after this one. And they're like, what do we do? And then they just fly into it. And then I guess as they're going through, Bones is like, well, this looks like this, and this looks like the human body in here, and da-da-da-da-da. And then like a bunch of electrical shit happens to them inside. And then Spock's like, wait. What if this is a living being? And Kirk's like, fuck it, just kill it. Oh yeah, and then in order to kill it, they need like enough energy to like supercharge the Enterprise, which ends up killing themselves.
They have to self-destruct the Enterprise,
but that's only going to possibly destroy the cloud. So then, Spock, being the fucking following the Enterprise or the Starfleet regulations compared to Kirk's like, just blow it up. We'll save these many people. So
Spock is like, this might be intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, we're inside it, and so then he like mind melds with the cloud. And then the cloud's like, what's going on?
Puts his hands out like this.
Yeah,
he puts his hands out like as though he's blessing an audience. He's a cult leader.
And then they get spit back out, and Spock's like, just go back where you came from.
Oh yeah, they talk
like,
to it.
It's really far, but I guess I'll go.
Peace out. Go back exactly the way you came, because in theory there would be nothing for you to eat on the way. But yeah, so
you saved the day.
You missed something pretty important to that episode, and it's when there was a planet.
The conversation.
Yeah, there's a planet in the way.
Right,
and
the planet they're saving.
Kirk reaches out because he knows the governor of the planet or whatever, and he's like, he goes, he goes, hey, so you got to first off, they debate even telling the motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're like, it might cause widespread panic.
Yeah, like the band. It might cause massive attack. And so they go, so then Kirk tells the governor, and Kirk goes, you got to evacuate whatever people you can. And he's like, well, we're not going to be able to evacuate that many. And Kirk goes, how are you going to decide? And he goes, there's no decision, Jim. We save the children.
And they're like, all of them? Maybe 5,000.
And then the implication that his own daughter was going to die there with him while the other kids evacuated.
It was like, is Becky safe or something? And he's like, yeah, she's right here with me. And
that's not the same. That's not safe. Name?
Oh yeah, and then Bones was like, who the hell's Becky?
It's his daughter. Shut up.
Yeah, chill.
And then Bones was like, she's gonna die.
Yeah, like, she's better figure this out.
Kill his own daughter, Jim. God damn it. But yeah, so I guess that was good. Good job. That was the Lorelei Signal.
No, that was one of our planets is missing.
That was one of our planets is
now
missing.
We're gonna do
I was getting ahead of myself with its Gilmore Girls coded ass title. So that was last week. One of our planets is missing. This week we are talking about season 1, episode 5, I think, of Star Trek the animated series. It is called the Lorelei Signal. And one thing that I noticed while I was looking at this on the IMDb is that it's the only episode of the first 5. Look at this. It's the only episode of the first 5 episodes of the series that is not top rated.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's this is episode 4 of season 1. And yeah, it precedes More Trouble, More Tribbles. But I thought that was funny that it's the only one of the first 5 episodes that is not, by IMDb standards, top rated. Whatever the fuck that just means top rated among the goddamn goofballs that would go on IMDb. I listened to that podcast, Guys, and it's ostensibly about guys who are fans of different things and different fandoms and just online guys. But it's really about a very small subset of each fandom. And these are guys who will go on fucking Reddit or go on TripAdvisor and review shit.
Yeah.
So
they're passionate,
Right. So this episode, they're guys. So this episode aired on Saturday morning, September 29th, 1973. It is the Lorelei Signal, and the synopsis from Paramount Plus is, I know it's synopsis, from Paramount Plus is a race of beautiful women remains immortal by stealing the life force of men. Spoilers! Spoilers all the time. Spoilers are scribe at Paramount Plus.
He just said, fuck this.
Non-stop spoilies. But yeah, that's about it. They do meet a race of lady vampires, essentially. Have you seen Nosferatu yet?
No.
Oh my god,
I am
dude.
going to, though.
It's so fucking good.
I know.
If I had 2 hours after this, we could just watch it because it's on my buddy's server. We've got the rad intro. We always like the intro, don't we, Al?
Yeah,
we don't skip it.
The cool, what is it? The 3D stereoscopic shot of it revolving the planet,
Dude.
Did a lot of hard work. And then it's just a hard cut to
and
this
then
image
Enterprise
sliding.
just being pulled across a fucking panel.
Yes.
I love it. I'm in the process of I'm watching even more animation than I normally do because my big project this year is I'm going to try and produce an animated short that's a pitch pilot for my animated pilot or whatever, because nobody's buying shit in Hollywood. Nobody's gonna fucking ask me to do anything, so I'm just gonna make it and then try and enter it in film festivals. The point is, I'm watching that opening how could I do that where I just pull something across a fucking frame? How do I make something that looks this cheesy but for nothing? And now in the studio, the Lorelei Signal, written by Margaret Arman. Oh, a lady writer.
All right. Hey, I mean, that's probably why the girls take over the Enterprise.
Fucking
the ladies.
DEI, bro. This is
DEI saves the day.
This is a DEI written episode. So I like the setup for this because ever since I was but a wee lad watching cartoon shows of varying natures and characters, I was fascinated with the idea of the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Al, do you, as somebody who's like 15 years my junior, do you know what the Bermuda Triangle is?
I know it's a place where everyone gets lost. And like that's the
Yeah.
assumption where Amelia Earhart was lost.
Well, yeah.
And then there's like all these crazy stories about people just getting lost. And like there's a twist on that, I think, for Godzilla or Kong. And these two people end up on an island, these World War II fighters.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
love
like
that.
The American and the Japanese are fighting each other, and then they see Kong, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
And the American is
And that's like cool.
And the
But
American?
I forgot what happens.
the American is John C. Reilly.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, that
Hey,
is.
I'm John C. Reilly, and you're on an island with a big ape. Oh no! Hey, no, don't go over there. I'm John C. Reilly.
It was that one's a very fun movie, Kong Skull Island.
I enjoyed
It's
it.
fun. But anyways, yes, I like that whole lore of the Bermuda Triangle and just shit gets lost there. And no one knows why.
Airplanes go missing. There's a great Ghostbusters episode about it where they say
really?
they have the New Jersey parallelogram that's like a parallelogram off the coast of New Jersey that acts like a Bermuda Triangle and it has to do with ghosts and shit. Dude, Ghostbusters.
Dang, I should look into that.
The real Ghostbusters is one of the greatest animated runs of all time, but that's neither here nor there. And the reason I brought up the fucking Bermuda Triangle is because that's what the Enterprise is investigating. There's an area of space where every 27 years, a starship disappears. And
In that very area.
in this very area at a exact second. And here's what's the fucked up thing about this whole thing. They say so they've lost Federation ships there before, right? But then they also say that with new talks with the Klingons and the Romulans, they know that Klingon and Romulan vessels have gone missing in this area. No fucking way would the Romulans ever share that information with them. Can you believe it, Al? They're like, and the
This
Klingons,
place is
I
so
think,
freaky.
it's just, they're like, look,
you know what?
look,
Let's put this aside.
we're absolutely disgusted by everything you stand for, Starfleet, but we've had some ships disappear in this Bermuda cube, I guess it would be in space. It'd be 3D
that's interesting.
space.
Why wouldn't they like build a base around it and just like bait people?
Oh, dude, you're thinking like a Romulan. That's very Romulan of you. I respect it.
It's so great though, because right as Kirk finishes explaining, it cuts to Spock, and he's like, "We have 20 seconds to go," and it's like, boom, okay,
And
right
then Kirk
into
goes,
it. You know,
and then this is such a great. So again, this is an animated show for children, but this
good
is
opening,
This
though.
is such a great exchange between these two because Spock goes, "We have 20 seconds to go," and then Kirk goes, "But until what? That's what I'm afraid of." Like,
Dun,
because
dun, dun.
they don't fucking know, dude. And really, their whole plan, not having any fucking clue what's happened, their whole plan is just be there when the time flips.
Yeah, right. We'll
Like,
keep our
and-
tracker on, I guess.
And they're the only ship. Like, there's
Yeah.
not another ship watching what they're up to from afar. And
They're
it's like,
hey,
there's like a guy on the USS on like the Cerritos or something,
Yeah.
and they got their binoculars. Like, all right, it's almost time. Is the Enterprise disappeared yet? Has it disappeared into a cube? I'm holding binoculars.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting because it sounds like I always feel these missions, come randomly, right? Kind of like a search, a quest, them just roaming the galaxy.
Yeah,
And
they get
just happen
assigned-
to fly by this place, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, it's kind of like a Bermuda Triangle thing, and you got an hour, so can you guys check it out?"
Yeah,
Like an hour left until the next ship disappears.
But this has been a thing it's of such high importance to the Federation that they've talked to the disgusting
Yeah,
Romulans and Klingons about it,
But then they send one ship. That's a good point.
They send one ship, and it's the fucking flagship, and there's nobody hanging out watching them with binoculars. It's a goddamn shame. Then they start hearing the time clicks over, and then they start hearing a strange signal, and then we get. Oh, I have we are being probed on the other soundboard. I've got Worf saying we are being probed, but that's what Spock says. And there's a probe coming from the Taurian system, a small star at the extreme edge of the sector. And then Kirk's like, "That's a powerful signal to reach here for that great distance. Do you understand what that means? Children at home watching this fucking TV show about adult men in space."
Yeah,
And
they they rehashed that idea in like 3 or 4 successive lines.
And so this is just a goddamn trope fest because
I think that's where it loses
as
people.
soon as Scotty says it sounds like a summons, I'm like, oh, this is sirens. This is Greek. This is Greek sirens. They are not because that's the cool thing about making a kids show, right? And they do this with adult shows too. But you can just take a little bit from the Odyssey,
switch people
and like
around.
There's your thing. It's like, nah, it's not. We'll just change Odysseus's name. We'll just change Odysseus's name to Kirk. And now not only are we smart, but those stupid little fucking kids are entertained, and they're none the wiser that we ripped this off from old Homer, who was probably a lady, by the way. That's what everybody says now. And
hey,
even
a lady
Spock,
wrote this.
Margaret, what have you? Yes. So even Spock is like, it does sound like a summons. And Uhura's like, I don't know what the fuck. She even says,
What?
it does not sound like a summons to me. And Kirk's like smiling like an idiot. And he's like,
shut up, Uhura.
No,
I'm trying to listen.
He says your concern is noted. Now head to that place at Warp Factor 7. There's
polite way to say it.
There's space ladies out thars is. And so then she calls Nurse Chapel up, and she's like, you gotta look at these fucking dudes. I know Sulu's got like a derpy fucking face, but he looks extra derpy. Scotty has a full-on erection. Like, what the fuck?
It's funny too, though, because animation-wise in those shots when they show Sulu, it's like they saved a couple bucks because it's like just him from the neck up,
right?
And it looks like he's part of the machine.
Yeah, dude, they fused him to the console, and each man has like a vision of a beautiful lady in the context of their own cultural horseshit.
Yeah,
so Spock hears like a Vulcan mating drum, and Kirk is like, oh, it's a drunk lady at a bar in Kansas where I'm from. And then they're like, Kirk's like, look.
Okay, now he got a little wiser.
Kirk is even like, hey, we might be tripping. Like, Spock is like, Kirk,
this is not all right.
Spock is like, Captain, I believe I'm tripping. And Kirk is like, yeah, get McCoy up here. And then they cut to McCoy, and he's like, magnolias in full bloom, beautiful. It's like, God damn it, the goddamn sirens the sirens already got to the doctor. We're fucked.
It's a big mint julep moment, like
oh
the
my
other one.
God, the
that
mint
was crazy.
Juleps. I want to get
his accent just changed. Like
I want to
that.
get a T-shirt of a GIF of him saying the mint julep line.
It's so great.
And then they see a planet on the view screen, but I think, isn't it only the men see it?
It looks like a weird mirage effect.
It does definitely look like a mirage.
Shaking.
And they're all looking at it and smiling like, man, planets don't usually wiggle like that, but I'm into it. Frankly, I could see how you would want a planet to wiggle. And then it cuts to Scotty, who is the acting captain, while the dudes are gone. Like, they just smash from thing to thing. Like, we don't even see the dudes beam down.
Yeah.
We don't even see the dudes beam down. We just have they just have beamed down, and Scotty is looking at this flickering planet on the screen. He's like, oh, it looks so lovely. The life readings are sparse but concentrated. And then whoops, it turns into a lady's face on the screen.
It's like coming out of a rose or a flower or a magnolia, probably.
Right.
There we go.
And Uhura is like, God, these readings don't make any sense. These guys
went nowhere.
These guys are off their gob.
Yeah, and gotta say though, the castle design for this is really cool.
Yeah, cut to on the planet. It's this very rad, trippy pastel backgrounds, and the castle design is very cool.
It's like shining in gold and kind of like looks like a big flame.
And there's a red shirt that's like, so Captain, do you want me to get the standard readings? And Captain Kirk's like, yeah, Spock will probably do it,
And he's like, look, I mean, no one's attacking us right now. Let's just walk in.
And they're saying only an incredibly advanced race could have built this golden tower. And Bones is like, there's something compelling about that thing. Oh, is it maybe because it's a castle that's fucking on a shimmering planet, Bones? You fucking idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it compelling that something that appeared out of nowhere is opulent? And there's life forms in there.
Oh, that's right.
Kirk
Spock
says there's no apparent danger.
He's like, look, there's life forms inside. I mean, why don't we, keep our distance until we know what's going on? And Kirk's like, no.
Kirk's
We're
like,
good.
life forms inside. We're life forms. Let's go inside.
There's the door. Let's open it. It just feels very
Surely a
silly.
purple door couldn't have peril. The shot of them walking in the door is so cheap. It's their shadows, their silhouettes, and they're walking like Scooby-Doo characters. I fucking love it. I love it. And then we meet, once again, a bunch of Teelas from He-Man.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of blonde women, white-haired women. They're kind of differently dressed, but also looking the same.
Yeah.
And they all have kind of different hair. And
some have different eyebrows.
Bones is like their life forms, but their life forms seem to function on an unusual psychokinetic level. First time I ever... And Bones says, first time I ever admired a body function that much. You ever notice how I'm a fucking creep over here?
Yeah, seriously.
Hey.
Thank God Scotty didn't come on that planet.
Captain, you ever know he would come on that planet?
No, and also they probably would have found out what happened immediately.
Right?
Scotty just says no chill.
And then the lady shows that they're going to show the Opto-Odd revealed you to us, which is a computer that they control by warbling. So they warble at a screen, and it shows them the bridge of the Enterprise, Scotty and the alien dude, and Sulu. And Spock says tonal control.
Fascinating.
Hey, there you go. And also, it's funny too how they just do the quad odd, where it's like audio, and then what's a quad for? What is that called? What's another word for that? They're like cutting the words, quad odd. Is that what it was called?
I don't know.
Qualify?
Quad odd, like a quadro audio, I think is what they're going, but it's a screen. Oh,
it's so bizarre.
Here we go. Oh, it's not yet. This isn't Scotty singing
No,
yet.
not yet. I don't think
There's
so.
a thing. My heart stopped because we see this shot of the Enterprise moving across the screen, and I thought it was a shot that's from later where Scotty sings, and it's
oh god,
unreal, dude. Like,
yeah, it's bad.
The episode was short for sure.
Oh my god, we're so happy. It's like, God bless these times that we can just press the fast forward,
Right? And Kirk is doing a captain's log, and he's all fucking jazzed up on Lady Signal, man. You can tell. He's like, this is the answer to all of man's dreams. Not a gay man. They don't exist.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
to us in the future, even though this was made in the 70s, when there definitely were gay people. But anyway, this is man's, no lesbian women either, but this is man's what they've always wanted. A bunch of blonde ladies standing around. One of the blonde ladies is twirling crystals.
Yeah, it's like spinning plates.
But crystals. And she's like, where are the men? Kirk goes, where are the... This is great.
Yeah, this explanation is so weird too.
Kirk asks this lady, where are the men? And she just goes, oh, they're on a different compound. They occupy a different compound. And then Kirk's response is, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
No, they're on a different compound? Yeah, that makes sense. All the men? And then she throws a ball at Spock, and he freaks out and falls, and he's knocked out, and then they all start to get knocked out because I believe they've been drugged.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
probably
kind of like
that nectar on Bones. It's as potent as celery and brandy.
It's funny too that it's like, maybe they know that Spock's probably the most, what is it?
Oh, and she shed a tear.
And she like throws a ball at him.
And
he's
it
like,
just hits him in the chest, and then he falls over.
And they're like, oh, perfect. They're all getting ready to get knocked out.
So I said that this lady looks like Teela from He-Man. The character's name is Thela with a TH. That's like, I love this company. I didn't realize that so much of my childhood was rooted in this very weird mid Star Trek show. But Majel Barrett, the voice of Nurse Chapel, and the computer is playing Thela, the multiplicityed woman. And
they got him, they're in their web.
Right. And so the dudes are like, Kirk and the guys are all knocked out. They're taken to the slumber chambers for rest.
Yes.
And then we cut to McCoy. Oh my God, they're already old.
Yeah, McCoy and Spock, they come out of the corner.
McCoy and Spock come out through a door, and they're just old as hell, and they got these tiaras on their fucking foreheads, and Kirk is laying in a bed, and I got a feeling he's probably like, pretty old.
And Bones like, Jim.
And they're old. And then when they try to take off their headband, they can't. Oh my God.
So now it's showing them completely trapped. And now it's Nurse Chapel and Uhura just getting down to business, trying to figure out this fucking issue.
And Nurse Chapel takes a data tape out and she goes, results of every scan run by the women's science teams.
Oh.
Now, so does that mean there's women's science teams and men's science teams,
Yeah,
or
I
did
guess
they
they
put a
swapped.
women's science team together? Because later they say all female security team, which sign me up. I would love to be secured by all the females on the Enterprise. But she said results of every scan run by the women's science teams. If there is an answer, it's here.
I mean, I guess the next best step would have been like a sequence with all the female senior officers in one room, and they're just trying to figure the shit out.
Well, there aren't female senior officers.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
true.
That's why the ship is in this fucking.
Maybe they are probably scrambling together then.
If number one from Strange New Worlds was on it, she'd be like, Captain Pike, you're being a fucking moron. And then she'd slap him. And then so basically they found out that, all the fucking everything that the guys were told and thought they figured out from scans and shit was bullshit. They're going to send Lady Security Team down. And Nurse Chapel goes, what are you doing? And Uhura says, taking command of this ship. And it's like sploosh. Like, that is hot, dude. Like, taking command of this ship. And then it zooms in, and then she kind of looks around.
It's like dun dun dun.
And also the white parts of her eyes are black still. It's so strange. And now we find out more about what these ladies have done to these dudes. They
Episode 5, dude. They're sticking to the design, you know.
Yeah, right. And so she says, "You're needed here soon. All the men on your ship will feel as you do. They are needed, and they will join us."
Kirk's like, we're old.
He's like, "We must go." He goes, "We must go," and then she says, "Obstruct them." And then there's a lady holding a lady. God. Listen, noble listener,
gosh.
I just watched fucking a goddamn blonde lady, 7 feet tall, put her hands under Bones' armpits like he's a toddler and just pick him up and fucking shake him.
He's like, no. Sit down right there.
How is this not a top-rated episode? That's what I want to know.
funny.
That is awesome. So the ladies just basically tip over all the dudes.
Yeah, right.
And then
it's just like, we must go. That's all he can say.
And this is when we get to Scotty singing a Scottish dirge, and it is literally 40 seconds of this. Like, let's see. And they all the dude, look at that. Oh, we just rewound it a little bit, and she just picked Bones up under his armpits like a guy.
Got slapped on the floor.
And then here we go. We got Scotty. It's just dead silence, the dead silence of space.
Yeah.
And you don't even see the Enterprise in the frame. You just see the top of the planet and the stars, and you hear Scotty's fucking horrific Scottish singing. And then the ship just slowly meanders into frame as he sings this dirge. And it is bonkers. It is still happening now. Wow. I rewound it.
Yeah.
It's literally, like you can do the skip ahead 10 seconds and you're still in it. We were almost done, and this is great because Nurse Chapel and Uhura, Scotty is just high on Lady Signal right now. Like he is on. It's like in Lower Decks when the Orion dudes are on the hormones where they like huff the ladies' armpits and it makes them all like slave. They're enthralled to the women. You'll get to that in Lower Decks. It's great. One of the stereotypes of Orions is many of the women can use their pheromones to control men, and there are men who are like addicted to it and become their slaves. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Crazy.
But so he is just totally Scotty's on the bridge, just totally enthralled with Signal, and then Nurse Chapel and Uhura show up and they go, "Hey Scotty, we're taking control of the ship." And Scotty goes, "Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, love." And then they just kind of like start pushing buttons next to him.
Yeah, and Uhura takes over, and she just starts a recording real quick to make sure her butt's covered, you know, sends out an email. She's like, "Hey, Scotty's on a euphoric high right now, so he can't really take over the Enterprise, so I'm going to do it."
Everybody's high on Lady Space Stink.
So I'll be taking over. I am full, she says, "I'll take full responsibility for my actions, and Nurse Chapel, you're chief medical officer now too." And they're like, "Yay."
Yeah. And while we're at it, you get a promotion.
And so then it goes back to the planet, and they're all trying to figure out how to escape here.
And they left Bones with one of his medical devices, and Spock is like, maybe they didn't know what it is, and he's gonna try and find a way to. Well, they use it to shoot speed. Let's be honest. That's what they end up doing. He gives them a stimulant.
Yes, so they can move their old bodies.
And they also have to, but before he can shoot them up with space speed, they have to break out of the room that they're in, and so they're just old. They're old because we found out that these women are basically vampires.
Succubuses.
And then she shows up and she says, assistance. And then there's like a fucking pounding bass line as the dudes like run, their silhouettes run out of the building, and then the ladies follow them.
And also, though, it's funny though how they escape. Spock just walks up to the door and he's like, "Oh, a magnet. This will probably mess up the door." And he just wipes a magnet across and it's like, zoop, and they just dip. Yeah, this is a really good song. I like the theme and the horns.
And then the guys jump into a big urn, and not like a little urn where you'd have the ashes of a loved one. It's like a huge garden urn that all four of them can climb into.
Yeah.
And the ladies are standing around it like, where did they go? I don't fucking know. Maybe look in the urn.
Yeah, seriously.
And then the women leave and they find out
bodies.
Let's see. No way could those four men fit in the 4 men urn, is what we call it, where we put 4 dead bodies as we drain them. And then so this is where Spock is like, hey, the bands don't work as well when the ladies aren't around us. And then the women seemed listless when we got here. Now that we're old, they're all energized and energetic and vital.
Yeah, that's
obviously
true.
They're space vampires.
They were laying on those cushions and stuff, and smoking hookah, hanging out. And then the lady was starting to spin those crystals and shit. She could not have done that before.
I got crystal spinning power because I'm absorbing your...
You're absorbing your life?
I'm absorbing your life force.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. And then she just throws a ball.
Right? And it just knocks Spock over.
They must be stunned.
And then we find out that they're aging. Spock puts it together. We seem to be aging 10 years per day. But that's fucked up. They've only been there for a few hours. And they've aged clearly more than 10 years. So I think that Spock's math is suspect on this one. And remember,
maybe it's like all at once at noon.
They're in a giant pot. And Bones says, in 4 days we'll be dead. You guys don't realize how old you look, I don't think. You look like you're already dead.
10, I don't know.
And then we find out these ladies have to do this every 27.8 years or whatever. Clearly, that's what's fucking going on. Spock says, my lifespan is longer.
He's like, I have more strength than you.
I got more energy. I'm going to try and go to the temple to find a way to communicate with the ship. And then Kirk just falls asleep.
I was asleep.
Kirk literally, instead of saying go for it, Kirk just like lifts up his head and then falls asleep. And then this is a great shot. There's an awesome shot at about 15 minutes in, 15 exactly, where a little Spock head just pokes out of the urn. Look at him. They didn't even draw his
crawl out.
They didn't even draw the fucking eyes on him. They didn't even draw his eyes on him.
His little ear.
Hilarious. And then he goes in and warbles at the computer and activates it with his... That's how you sing to the auto-odd.
It's like the temple that Kirk got trapped in for that one episode where he's like his communicator was the key to open it.
Yes. Like, beam me up.
Gosh.
And then Spock says, show me where all the spacemen, where all their shit is. And then it shows him, and then he goes and gets their communicators. He reaches out to the Enterprise, and Uhura's there.
At this point, he's crawling up the stairs, though, to
right?
get it.
He's like, I gotta crawl up the stairs to get to this thing. And then he requests a rescue party, all female. And then the women, the evil women, get pulled across the screen like the not animated animations they are.
They like float across. They're so powerful.
They're like the gentlemen in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh my god!
So then it's like, oh, horrible music sting.
After this, I gotta mention there's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot with Sarah Michelle Gellar that's gonna happen. Written and directed by Chloe Zhao, who did Eternals.
Whoa!
And then The all-lady team beams down and says, "Greetings, I am Thela, head female of this compound." And Uhura's like, "I am the head female here, motherfucker.
We need Kirk."
And she just says, "Return to your ship. They're not going to leave."
Nurse Chapel doesn't say anything because it's the same voice.
she's like, "Return." They're like, "Return to your ship." Tila says, "Return to your ship." Uhura says, "We're not going to leave." And then the ladies of the Enterprise just open fire, and
she's
they
like,
stun.
"Fuck it, set it to stun."
They stun all these ladies, and then Tila goes, "All right. Hey, let me tell you what's going on."
Yeah.
Or, no, they're knocked out still. I forgot. So that comes later, but it's very good. Spock then reaches out to Nurse Chapel with his mind. They have a sexy connection, so he's able to talk to her.
And she's like, "Wait, I think that's Spock." And then you hear Christine. It is Spock.
It's like Count Orlok in the Nosferatu. Christine. And Spock looks just like
he miscalculated
the Skarsgård in Nosferatu for sure.
He really miscalculated. It's 10 years like every 20 minutes.
And now it's raining.
Oh no.
And the urn that the dudes are in, it's gonna fill up with water. And they get the headband off Spock. They get him back up to. Is he back on the ship now?
No, they're still on the planet.
Okay.
Because they need to get information from the Tila lady.
Yeah, and
about what happened, which is probably the funniest part of the episode.
And then because she just goes, "All right, you're ladies, we're gonna tell you, you got us." And Spock says, "You got to get a lady engineer to divert the ship's energy because Scotty's too fucking whipped by the signal to do anything about it." Into the deflector shields. So they're going to put the energy into the deflector shields to block the probe, and they got to use all of the ship's energy. Nurse Chapel's like, "We already tried that shit." And he's like, "Nah, you got to channel everything into those shields." And then it cuts to Tilo just being like, "Look, I'm going to tell you everything." Oh, because she...
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God!
Uhura threatens them. Yeah, that's right.
You gotta tell it. So
there's a
what happens?
Yeah, so Tila's sitting on the floor, and there's like a very like beautiful vase or vase or something that's right there, and Uhura just shoots at it, and it's like, and it just disappears, and she's like, "Look, listen up. But like, you better tell us what the fuck is going on and where Kirk is. Otherwise, we're gonna destroy everything in this temple." I
fucking love that. She's like, and you watch it. She's like, "Next is gonna be your fucking face, motherfucker."
Yeah, and Theo's like, "Whoa. We'll tell you everything. Sorry."
Just immediately. Yeah. Just nobody's ever fought back before, I guess. So there you go. Usually, most other races, it's all dudes on the ships, I guess. And then she sings to the Auto-Odd again. And she says, "The past, reveal it."
And then the Auto-Odd's like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about."
You're showing them the thing, huh?
Yes.
So there was they came to this planet when their homeworld was going to die. They built a big city and shit, but they did not know that the planet drains the human energoid of men.
So they were escaping from another planet, right?
Yeah.
To this one. That's right.
And then they get here, and it's like the women never age, and the men get drained by the women. It causes the men to weaken and die. Well,
hard cut to
the dudes in the fucking pot filling with water from the rain. And they're like, "So look, we're prisoners, and we don't age or die. Unable to bear children, we just have to live off men." Well,
yeah,
so
but then
if they
dump
can't
the
die,
bodies.
if they can't die, don't eat men. Like, what the hell, dude? And then they're like, "We got to look for the men." Oh no, they're drowned. Why didn't they use that originally?
Mirror. Yeah,
why didn't they? Like,
it's like a magic mirror, though. They're just like, "The men of the Enterprise, reveal them." It just cuts to the ship.
It'd be funny if it showed the two.
Like, no, not them.
Scotty all doped up on Lady Signal. And then they go and they save the captain and the dudes.
And they use a phaser to explode the urn. And their bodies just like,
that's right. I want to watch that quick.
Yeah,
so they find the urn with the dudes in. I missed it already.
Yeah, it's like a second.
It's the urn in the garden. And then we get the top down shot of the dudes in what looks like piss. Basically, it looks like they're in a big pool of piss up to their shoulders.
Maybe they don't have control of their functions.
Fair. They're old. They're
getting
old. Yeah, it's not ageism. It just is age. And then the piss jar explodes, and the guys roll out, and then they beam up to the Enterprise. I love that shot of the deflector that we always get from the front shot of the Enterprise.
Oh, and then they do a little gimmicky thing with the transporter. Dude.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That's like the cherry on top, for this dud of an episode. I feel. I mean, there's like some bright spots.
I kind of like this episode now. Like whenever we talk about it, it's always like, actually,
it is a little better.
Pretty fucking lit. It's actually pretty lit that the ladies are vampires. They don't explain why. Well, what happens if you don't eat a ship full of men? Do you just if you don't die? Why not just not do that? I don't know. And then Spock says the key to our restoration is in the transporter. It holds the molecular pattern of our original bodies before we beam down to the ship. Now, we already watched an episode where this happened because it takes place at the end.
Yeah, they're introducing this here.
So now we've found out that if you can just be immortal in the Federation.
You're right.
You just carry a backup. And then Kirk is like, "Are you sure it can repattern us as we were?" And he goes, "Possibly, but the odds are against us are 99.7 to 1.
Oh.
That's not a good odds.
Yeah,
that's the worst odds."
He's like, "Well, Scotty's pretty good at the transporter."
Those are bad fucking
Maybe he
odds.
can figure it out.
And so they beam them down to the planet, and they're old still, and then they're gonna beam them back up.
Oh my god!
And they're gonna rip and reverse it like Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. And then they go, "What would happen if it doesn't work?" And Scotty's like, "Oh, their patterns will break apart and scatter in space." I'm not into that.
Or they'll come back as like
no spank
freaks.
you, no thank. Or they'll come back as Cronenberg globs.
Yes,
the Cronenberg globs from Star Trek, the motion picture.
Yes,
to see that on a big screen.
That was so nasty.
Oh no! It looks like they're losing them. Oh no! Oh, and then Scotty works his magic, and there they are, and they're all young again.
Yay!
It's not realistic because none of them look into their pants to make sure that their penis is the same as it was before.
Their underwear, they're like, did I like shit myself?
And then the ladies, the agreement that they had was, we're not going to blow up your temple if you destroy the brainwash signal machine. And she says, "Tell Captain Kirk we have kept the agreement," and they use a phaser to blow up the signal machine. And she says, "A crew of women will bring a ship back. You'll be transported to the first suitable planet." And she says, "How quickly will we become as other women?" And Dr. McCoy says it should only take a few months. And so they're going to make them just age normally now. But here's the thing. They've murdered hundreds of ships. They're the most... Some would say...
They made a Bermuda Triangle.
Some would say that the women of the Lorelei Signal are some of the greatest, most long-lived serial killers in the universe. They've literally killed ship after entire crews. They just what they don't show you is that around this planet, it's just ships full of fucking skeletons.
Yeah, right.
Like I just don't
just
get
a graveyard of ships.
They're like, we're gonna put you on
this one blank space.
We're gonna put you on a suitable planet. You fucking serial killing succubi.
That reminds me of when Kirk and the Enterprise was like, "Hey, let's put all these superhuman strength people and not bug them, and leave them alone, and we'll put you on another planet where, in fact, it is harder to survive, and you'll get stronger."
They always make those fucking mistakes.
"I love a challenge.
This is Alfie Setup 4." It's such a great movie.
Yeah.
And so that was us watching and talking about the Lorelei Signal. Al, what did you think? I've got my notes here, but where are you at on the Lorelei Signal?
Now that we've talked about it too, because I just remember watching it and thinking it was a dud. It is funnier, but there's like a lot of tropes that stack up on each other, and then the quick explanation of like, oh, the guys got drained, so we just killed them, and we didn't really know what to do, but there's a signal that attracted more guys, so we've just been siphoning guys for the past couple of years.
We've just been siphoning guys.
And it's so weird, but the best part is when the females take over, the women, the females.
I love it. Yeah, we don't say females.
Yeah, right.
That's
right.
That's
gross.
Like,
what is it called? I always think of the Ferengi when I say that.
Well, it's Ferengis, but it's also pickup guy language.
Oh, right.
Looking for females.
I know, it's
disgusting
gross.
pigs. They wear dumb hats.
But anyways, yeah, when the women take over the ship, that's easily the best part.
Uhura and Nurse Chapel
cool.
running the fucking ship.
I wanted
love
to see
that.
more like them figuring it out, but hey, whatever.
Well, they packed so much in.
24 minutes, you know.
They packed so much into the 2.5 minutes or whatever they got on screen, because they also have they also show, like, they don't show the guys beaming down or any of that. No. It's just a lot of cutting to the action, which I like.
And Kirk's like, there's no apparent danger. Let's just walk in. I think it's just it's a very big trope, but I think people just saw it coming from a mile away.
Oh, the sirens
that's probably
thing.
Why they didn't like it that much. But I think the entertainment comes from, I don't know, like Uhura and
singing.
them figuring it out. Scotty was pretty ridiculous.
Just being a fucking moron.
There's a lot of funny
dude.
cuts. I didn't remember Bones getting picked up like a baby. That was definitely the best part.
My dude, yes, I didn't remember that either, and I'm glad we caught it because I almost fast forwarded through it. But yeah, I liked the. I thought. Oh, as soon as they heard the signal and the dude's eyes glazed over, I was like, that's a siren thing, and I was totally right. I love that it opens with Kirk saying they talked to the Romulans and Klingons. Like, fucking no, you did not. You did not talk to the Romulans and the Klingons. Kirk and the dudes are wearing the tiaras from the beach that makes you old. That was one of my notes. It seemed like they got the tiaras from the beach, the old beach, the M. Night Shyamalan old beach. Scotty's Gaelic singing starts at 11 minutes and he fucking sings until 11:39. That's insane. This is a cartoon for children. I love that Uhura took command. Scotty being like, very thoughtful of you, when Uhura and Chapel kick him out of the captain's seat. I like Spock singing to the computer. And I like that Nurse Chapel just presses science buttons and then they end up using the transporter to resurrect them. Like, just like in Counterclock Incident. And the vampire ladies eat dudes on ships every 27 years, get off scot-free. They're going to get a new ship to go to a planet where they can live normal lives. And that's their repayment for murdering crew. And presumably there were women on some of those ships. The women didn't come back and say, these women ate the dude. So they all died too.
And also, like, it just hard cuts to the back of their, like, castle. It's just a stack of bones, you know?
Right? Yeah.
Just all the corpses of the guys they siphoned.
There's just ships crashed on the horizon. It's just like a sea of ships that have fallen out of orbit. But yeah, I liked it. I don't know that I just wonder, like, you know, it's I don't
not
think
as good as the others.
I don't think it's as good.
It's not as good as Yesteryear.
Sure. Yeah.
Yesteryear is better.
Yesteryear is definitely better.
I think it's
one
on
of
par
our
with
planets.
The planet one.
Yeah, and I like that. I think I
fun.
honestly, so far, I've kind of liked all of these. And so that's us talking about the Lorelei Signal, and I'll tell you what episode is next week in a minute. But Al, you got something to recommend to us?
Let me see. I actually rediscovered this anime again because I was watching it a bit in college. It's pretty old school. It was from the 2000s. I think you might know it. Hajime mo Ippo.
No, I don't know it.
It's a boxing anime. But
I've heard of the boxing anime.
Super overwhelmingly, like, positive, happy-go-lucky, very slice of life, and the guy's very motivated, you know, and, like, you're very motivated to see these people win, and it's like,
cool.
I decided to show my girlfriend because I was like, it's not like, you know, a bunch of crazy sci-fi and stuff. It's just a dude with a regular mission, with a regular life, doing regular shit, and, like, there's some weird comedy that's aged, obviously, because it was in the 2000s, but it's really, like, inspiring. Like, there's big matches that come up with his opponents, and you see his opponents, like, backstories and stuff, and, like, you see their lives, and you end up rooting for both of them. Like, there's no, I mean, I don't think we've seen, like, a big villain yet. There is a guy who is kind of a villain, but it's more of, like, a villain in terms of him, how he boxes compared to, like, how he lives his life. Like, the reason why he wants to win so much is because, like, his parents are passed away. He's an orphan with his sister, and, like, they have to take care of their own shit, and, like, he really has to bring the money home because it's like, it's complicated.
Wow,
you know,
it's complicated.
It's interesting though. It's not like this crazy, like, I don't know, a massive magic adventure or something. You know, it's a little more grounded. But I definitely recommend it. Hajime mo Ippo.
Hajime mo Ippo. I did not think about this beforehand, so I am just going to say I am 135 episodes into Bleach, the original Bleach series. That shit rips, dude. I love it. It's not like a harem show or any. There's not. There's nothing that really makes you feel weird sexually. Like there's nothing. They're not trying. Like there's one lady who's obviously like a commentary on that stuff, but it's not like all the other animes that I watch. It's just like kind of weird. But yeah, I'm not gonna criticize another culture. I watch that shit and I love it. I fucking love Black Clover, and everybody wants Asta's junk on that. But yeah, so my wife and I are watching Bleach, and it has been a very good experience so far. We're watching it on Hulu. And yeah, I'm still buzzing on Nosferatu.
What's the we're looking forward to what was it? It was funny because my girlfriend was like, hey, is Harrison Ford gonna be Captain America?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, babe. He's gonna be the Hulk.
Yeah, we got the new.
And I was like, yes, Hulk.
We got the Captain America New World Order coming out, which seems like a sequel to.
We'll see what happens. That's my take on it.
I liked the Captain America movie.
Me too.
Or the Captain America TV show. Yeah. I'm like. I think it'd be silly to kind of get excited about Marvel stuff because it's just such a capitalism thing.
I'm all in. I'm such a sucker for that.
And I've been, and me too. Like I've watched Spider-Man No Way Home a dozen times. You know, like
there's a new Spider-Man show too. I was gonna watch that.
Apparently, the guy who plays Spider-Man is a kid who said a bunch of anti-woke stuff. But
sounds like something I would have said years ago. But like he's 30, so
I'm not I'm not super excited about Captain America New World Order, but I'll probably go see it in theaters. Like,
we were also talking about Fantastic
Four. That looks like it's going to be really good. I'm excited about it.
People really like the design of the thing too. Like they finally got the big eyebrow.
He looks good.
I like that.
That teaser trailer looked
Jack
good.
Kirby.
So hopefully in 5 months, when we're on to season 2 of Star Trek: Next Generation, we'll be able to say we went and saw Fantastic Four and it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's a pretty stacked cast too.
Yeah. So check out that boxing anime.
Yes, Hajime
Moippo. Check out Bleach. Hey, we both recommended anime this week. Also watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes,
fucking rips.
Always watch that.
We should just recommend. We should just remind people. I don't know. I got to get that Netflix season from my pirate friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. So next week we are going to be discussing not More Trouble, More Tribbles, because we already talked about that, but The Survivor, another top-rated episode, and it directly links to one of my favorite episodes of Lower Decks as well.
Really? Okay,
dude,
cool,
it's fucking great. Okay. So but that's it. Do all the stuff in the bumper. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Write a review, subscribe, come on, help us out. Thanks so much. Bye.
Peace.
Trek in the Valley is executive produced by Adam Ordall Quinnell and Al Hirt. Theme song by Al Hirt. Recorded by Adam. Mixed and edited by Al. Check the show notes for our socials, and you can email the pod at trekinthevalley, all one word, @gmail.com. Like, subscribe, review, and always explore strange new fucking worlds.